Sitting here with Kaine Fourie, young talent to the professional game. You've had 2 fights. How have you felt your introduction into the professional game's gone?
Thank you for having me, first of all. The first fight was good. I won on points there. I knocked him down 3 times. Second fight was a bit of a, close call for the other guy. I knocked him down as well. They gave us a draw for the last fight, but I want to put that behind my back and just go forward. Don't worry about that fight and can just improve forward. Yeah.
What was that experience like? Because obviously when you do knock him down, I understand you want to put it behind you, but isn't it a bit disappointing when you knock someone down in a 4-round fight and you just get a draw?
Yeah, it's disappointing. I mean, we thought we were going to lose the fight there at Gazerend as well, but then luckily they gave us a draw. But like you said, it's disappointing for a 4-rounder fight to get a draw with a knockdown. But I think it learned me not to get overconfident as well when I knocked the guy down, and then I can just learn from it and move forward.
You got the name Kaine. Who gave you that name?
It was Coach, because I'm a dog in the ring.
So Coach G for everyone at home. That's
yes, Coach G. Yeah.
How's your amateurs gone? Like before you went pro?
Okay, so I started 3 years ago boxing. 3 years I was amateur. I started with 2 fights only 3 years ago. I won my first one. I lost my second one, and then I didn't take it seriously that time. And then I started to take it seriously. My dad brought me to Coach G because they know each other. And then Coach taught me from scratch. I've won every single fight. I think all of them were knockouts as well. 7 fights, 7 KOs. So yeah, and from there I won every fight with Coach.
How do you feel when Coach speaks so highly of you? I don't know if he does it to you in person, but when he speaks to me, he talks really highly of you. How do you take that?
It can just boost me. I mean, if someone talks to you like that, I mean, it gives you confidence. Yeah, it gives you a good boost, big boost, and I can just work from it, put in the work every day. If he tells me go run in the afternoon, I run. If I don't do it, it's my own fault, but I do it every day. I do the work, and yeah.
For people at home that might not know you yet, you're relatively young in the game. What weight division do you campaign at?
I'm fighting at lightweight at the moment.
Yeah. And do you foresee yourself going up in the future?
Definitely, I will love to go up middleweights in the future, middle, bit heavier. I still have to grow. I think I'm 18 years old now. I still have 3 years to grow. So I can't wait for the future.
Who's your boxing idol?
Boxing idol at the moment, I'd say Manny Pacquiao. I've watched him since many years ago. Yeah, I think he brought me in the game. Yeah.
So you watched him as a youngster and you thought, this is what I want to do as a career?
Yes, I think I was like 11, 12. I said to my dad, I want to box. Like urgently, I want to box. My dad told me just wait 3 more years. When you feel ready, you're telling me at 15, 16 you want to box again, then I can take you to boxing. And then at 16, I was one day with my dad at the home, told him that I want to box, and so he took me to boxing, and that's where it all started.
How does your family receive you being a boxer? Because I know it's sometimes difficult for it to accept.
Yeah, no, look, my mom and my dad and my brother is very supportive of me. My mom loves boxing as well. Her favorite boxer is Manny Pacquiao as well. So my family gets behind me as well. My other family also close to me. They push me a lot, sending me messages and stuff, and just keep on going. And yeah, what can I say?
When you look at South Africa and you look at the boxing scene, I mean, where do you think you fit in there?
I don't want to talk much. I'm not actually a big talker and stuff. I just focus on myself mainly, and focus on fight to fight, not like calling someone out, doing this. But in the future, I would love to get some SA titles behind me, work to an SA title first or a Gauteng title, and then from there we can see what the future holds for us.
Being realistic, at age 18, you're probably not going to get a belt this year. I mean, if you're looking at the future, like when would you like that to happen?
It's up to Coach G also as well. I mean, if he thinks I'm not ready this year, maybe next year. I'm still a youngster. I'm still 18 years old. I'm still young, and it depends. I can do it this year. Next year, I'm ready. I mean, when I fight tomorrow, I can fight tomorrow. I'm fit. I'm ready. Always.
So what's your mentality in boxing? Do you treat it as a business where you kind of like want your fights to be picked easy? Like how do you approach?
Look, I take it seriously. It's my how can I say, it's my job. I mean, I don't have a job outside the ring. My boxing is my job. My income is with my sponsors, and I have to take it seriously. Otherwise, I'm not going to make it in the real world. I mean, I have to work hard. I have to put in the hours, the dedication, wake up, run, do this, do that. I mean, it takes a lot out of you, and I take it very seriously. And I mean, it doesn't matter, hard fights, easy fights. I like it. I like competition. I like to fight whenever. So yeah, they can bring it.
And when you're so young, it's important, especially at 4-round level, to get as many fights as possible. How many fights ideally? I know you can't really say because you don't really get to pick, but ideally for you, how many fights a year?
To get a title.
No, just to fight, just to get in the
Just
ring.
to fight, just to get in the ring. Average depends, maybe 30 or something, depending on the.
No, I mean per year.
Per year. I can say if I can do one every second month, it would be great.
Yeah. Especially at development level. That's what I keep telling people. Like for 4-round fights, you need to get in there as much as possible. I understand title, it's different.
Yeah.
But I mean, surely now you must be hungry to get in that ring.
No, definitely. I mean, when COVID struck, I would have had at least 6 fights then. But then COVID came, and then so if I can get a fight every second month, it'll be proper. I mean, I'm doing the training camp goods. Feeling strong. If I can fight every second month, it would be perfect.
Now, from a development point of view, how much did COVID affect you as a person? Obviously, what would you have done in that time? Like, what was the realization?
Okay, well, so I still train in the COVID and stuff, so how can I say, my sponsors were behind me. At least if I didn't fight, they still paid me. And I still worked hard. I ran every day, put in my time, my hours in the gym with coach. And basically made me mentally stronger and just to keep moving forward, pushing. You never know what's coming tomorrow, so give it your all today.
When you see the guys at the top, one of the key pieces of advice is that you just got to push through no matter what. Like even if through the bad days to the good days, you just push. Are you one of the guys that takes time off after a fight?
Usually after a 4-round, I'll take like 3 days off or 4 days, depending. I don't have to, but coach say I can. So I can take off. Makes me stronger. So if I take like 4 days off, I come back to the gym, I feel a lot stronger. So that's what I do normally. But I think like when you go up like 6 or 8 or 10, you have to take more off. But like for now, I only take 3 days off and then get back into the gym.
What's the next step for you? Are you getting in the ring soon?
Yes, I'm fighting on the 28th of May by Santa City at the convention center. 4-rounder fight.
Who are you fighting?
I'm not sure who I'm fighting, but I know it's a guy from KZN.
That's a difficult one. How do you prepare for someone that you don't really know?
So with the sparring, I get southpaw, orthodox, doesn't matter. I get all different styles, at least in my gym. So whenever the guy comes, if he's orthodox, I can fight orthodox with him. Southpaw, I can fight a southpaw. If he's a mover, I can fight a mover. So we have everything here at the gym. So basically, I'm ready.
Let's talk about nerves, because there's not a single fighter that doesn't get nervous before a fight. How bad are your nerves before the fight?
So I think my first fight was heavy nerves. Just to get the one win behind me. The first fight was heavy. I mean, I felt like my legs were numb, arms were shaky, everything. But after the first punch I threw, I felt good. And the second fight, also a lot of nerves, but I held it. And when the first punch goes or the first bell rings, you're good.
When does that start though? At which points does it start in training camp? Does it start just before the fight? Like at which point does that start?
I can say 2 days before the fight for me hits me very hard. Like your stomach gets like wobbly, your butterfly starts getting, and then the day on the way it gets worse, and then the day after the weigh-in, when it's fight day, you feel okay, you're fighting, you're getting in the ring and stuff. So everything is mind stuff. So, but it's like when you're in the ring and you fight.
What's your prediction for this fight?
Well, I'm not going to say I'm going to win with a KO, but I would love to win with a KO. But I'm going to go out there and box, show my skills. I mean, I can fight, I can defend, I can do whatever I want to, but I want to get a KO, definitely.
All right, and then thanks for the interview. Just lastly, you have a thank you or shout out for anybody?
Yes, I want to thank you. I want to say thank you to my family for supporting me, and my biggest sponsor, Toshiba, for always standing behind me, paying my money even through the COVID, for helping me. And that's all I want. And Coach G as well, and my trainers here, and the partners for the sparring as well. Thank you very much.